Now, I hear you. Okay. Awesome. I know that route. What the heck? Okay. Um, Allow me to troubleshoot. I don't know. Try it. Okay. Because I shows, well, because it archives all the ones that I have done before, right? So you can go back and watch the replays of prior lives. But I don't. That's my daddy. You got us? Okay, I'm switching over to live. Bye. Thanks, Joe. Okay, well done. Well done. I'm starting. We're going to exercise, so chin up and down. It's been quite the day here. So I am joining you from my dad's apartment at Belmont Village in hot and muggy Louisville, Kentucky. I'm just telling you, yuck. All right, I'm looking left and right. It's seriously, it's 20 degrees cooler here than it is in Denver, and it feels nasty. It is so humid. It's 83 degrees here, and it feels like I'm going to die because it's so humid. It's like taking a warm bath everywhere you go. I got up this morning at 6:30. I opened the window expecting a nice, cool 55-degree day, and it was hot and muggy already. It was just, ugh, terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, sorry for all of the confusion and the technical difficulties and the weirdness. I missed you guys on Monday. So hopefully we've got it all figured out. It was a race against the clock today to get here. We spent the morning in PT and then driving out to Dad's house to get some stuff that I needed. Now I'm doing open and close. Anyway, I thought you'd like to see him on live with us. And, you know, it's just another way for me to get him working. He's gonna rue the day that he let me come for 3 weeks. Nice. All right, circles down low. Whew. Seriously, I'm breaking a sweat. I'm just sitting here and I'm breaking a sweat. Anyway, I hope you guys are good. I know it's going to be hot there today. Just count your blessings. You're not here. I'm switching directions other way. But I will say this. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to say it on camera for the world to know. The tomatoes here are the bomb. I thought it was just me. I'm doing a side bend. I've been trying to grow homegrown tomatoes in Colorado for 25 years. And they just don't taste the same. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just not remembering right. But no, my brother got some garden tomatoes from one of his neighbors, and they are so delicious. It really is the difference in the soil. I don't know, the water, who knows? Maybe they like this hot, muggy weather. All right, I'm going into cat cow next. So hands on your knees, nice long spine. Ooh, this chair's kind of slippy. And cat cow. Oh, ooh, that feels good today. It's balance day, so we'll be doing cartwheels. Mm. Good. Coming back up for an easy twist. So sit up tall, gently twist. Oh, right. We had to kick the housekeeper out when we came up here. She was in the middle of doing her cleaning, and I'm like, no, I got to call in 5 minutes. All right, that's enough of that. Let's see, toes. Our toes don't actually show unless I scoop back. There we go. So toes in front of your knees, pick up your toes. Oh, sit up straight. Yeah, I know that you guys will never forget me because you will hear my voice in your head for the rest of your lives saying, brace your belly, sit up straight. Good. I'm sliding the heels under, picking them up. Oh, I'm going to need a nap after this. Good. I forgot to mention, Dad, this is out on the internet. Anybody in the world can be watching this.
Oh,
Thankfully, although I have a few thousand followers, nobody actually watches these live. I'm doing the ankle circles. However, the other community that I do classes at typically watches these a day or two later while they're waiting for a replacement for me too. So say hi to the folks at the Everly too, just in case. Switch directions. Good. I'm switching feet. Circle, circle, circle. We didn't even have time to tidy up. Switch directions. Good. All right. Sit up tall on the edge of your seat and straighten at the knee. Did I get the? There was really sticky stuff at my seat at lunch today, so there may be goop on the soles of my shoes. Fun times. So, you guys, I wish I could share the pictures with you. Georgie, the kitty, you all know Georgie. He drove me to the airport. Well, technically, he didn't drive. He sat in my lap in the carrier while my husband drove. But he rode out to the airport with us. I'm switching legs. And he walked around the airport with my husband to kind of get used to all the noise and the crowds and the smells. And then he rode home, and he was just the best boy. He was so good, and he was so calm, and he was so patient. So we think he's going to do just fine when it's his turn to travel in the airplane. I think my husband said he actually slept on the drive home. So I'm going back to the first leg swing out and back. So we think he'll probably sleep on the plane. Ah, my belly's full of Belmont Village lasagna and veggies and ice cream. So I'm just about ready for a nap. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, switching legs. So we just had lunch. And I'm ready for a nap. But as you know, there is no rest for the wicked. So on we go. All right. That's enough of that. Let's put hands on the outsides of the knees. So keep a nice long spine, and we're going to push the knees out and squeeze the hands in, and we're going to squeeze, 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 and release. And squeeze, 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 and release. And this is just like what we do with that strap, right? Except you got to work your arms. Your arms become like the strap, and you're working your hips. And it turns out your shoulders and your arms too on this one. Good. And then I'm going to switch to hands on the insides of the knees. I'm going to sit up a little bit taller and squeeze out with the hands, in with the knees. Good. Good. Just keep squeezing and releasing. Excellent. All right, let's try this. I'm going to sit up with my fingertips behind my ears. Yep. So brace your belly. We're going to march in place. Oh, that's so hard. Because now you got to work to sit up straight. Good, 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 good. Good. Reach your breastbone up toward the ceiling. Sit up tall. Don't just lean back. That's okay. We're doing what we're doing. Good. I'm going to let my arms go down, and then I'm going to do it as a marching. So arms opposite legs. And then I'm going to let my arms do whatever they want, because I'm going to speed up the march until I'm running. And keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's enough. Woo! That was enough. Okay, it's balance day. Shall we stand up? Okay. Yeah, you don't really get a vote. I'm going to say we're going to come behind our chairs. Stand behind your chair. I'm going to push mine off to the side here and use the table for balance, but you're going to stay behind yours. So let's see. We're almost in the shot. That's good enough. I'm going to start with a wide-ish stance, about shoulder width apart. And I'm just going to do a little weight shift. So standing up nice and tall and shifting from one leg to the other. Yeah, good. Good. Can you see how you're tilted? No. Look, you can see yourself in the camera, right? It's the hips or the pants. Probably the hips. Good. Now I'm going to take one step forward. So I'm still a pretty wide side to side, and I'm, heels lined up with toes, or whatever feels like kind of a natural stride apart there. So I'm going front to back, back to front. Yep, just doing a nice controlled weight shift. And I'm going to add a push and a pull. So hands in front of shoulders, push forward as you shift forward, pull back as you shift back. Good. Good, good, good. Don't go too far back or disaster awaits. Good. Oh, we have company. Hang on. That's okay. Hi, we're on a call right now. Can No, he's good. Thank you. You never know. Right? They picked up your trash because the housekeeper was just here.
I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah. Yeah, you got an empty trash can. You're good. They're good here. They got a lot of staff, man. They got a lot of staff.
Right.
I don't think I've ever had a call with you where we didn't get an interruption. All right, I'm switching legs. So, other leg forward. You guys are good. You know how to roll with whatever happens. Push forward, pull back. Don't go too far in either direction. Good. Use your core. Keep it solid. Good. Excellent. All right. Hang on as much as you need to for this one. I'm doing a march. Let's start with just a march. So standing up as tall as you can, core engaged, knees up. Good. Good. Excellent. Man, I wish I could see you guys. All right, that is enough of that. Let's try this. You might need to move a little bit so that you have space. I'm going to do the walk in a circle while you're standing in place, right? So you're just standing in place and just walk in a circle. When you get back to the front, reorient, and then we'll turn the other way. Good. That looked good. That looked really good, right? Good. So I'm just going to go back and forth a couple of times. And other way. Good. Right on. Okay. Come back into the staggered stance position where you've got one foot forward of the other, but you're still hip width apart side to side. I'm going to shift to the front leg. So both feet stay on the floor, but most of my weight is on the front leg. And while I do that, I'm going to reach across with the opposite arm. So weight is on this leg, other arm is going across. Right? So it's a shift with a reach and a twist. Cutting my head off. Shift with a reach and a twist. Good. 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 That's your left arm, right? Good. All right, so let's switch the forward leg. And we'll switch arms. So, stand on the forward leg, reach across. Good. Shift back to front and reach. Good. Good, good, good. You know, everybody's been asking about you. I tell them there's no hope for you.
But you can tell that I'm only.
Only what?
94.
Only 94. That's right. That is right. Good. Come back to, I know, let's do feet together balance. So feet right together, or as close together as your legs will let them be. Tailbone under, belly in, shoulders relaxed down, head up. Good. Now, you will no doubt feel like you're wobbling a little bit. So I like to wobble a little bit on purpose. Do this very carefully, right? Make sure you've got your chair to hold on to. But I'm going to try to just see how much I can shift my weight. Don't go too far back because you will fall. You can probably go a little farther forward. Probably go a little bit side to side. You don't have much room to wobble, but in some ways it feels better. to be doing it on purpose because you know where you're going. I definitely, look at that. I cannot go as far to my right as I can to my left. Is that true? Crazy. Crazy stuff. All right, let's do a full tandem stance. Can you do a full tandem stance? Heel toe? Not without the wall to hold on to. So, yeah, you keep a paw on that wall. Start from the ground, right? Center your weight between your 2 feet, which to me feels like I'm leaning forward, but then tuck the tail under. Whoa. There we go. We're surfing. Tuck the tail under, zip the belly up, shoulders relax. Take a nice deep breath. And just let your ankles twitch. I don't know if it shows. It probably does. It's probably not super visible, but my ankles are doing that thing too, right? It's just what they do. Man, I look crooked today. Oh, that's the problem with seeing yourself on camera. Crooked, crooked, crooked. It's a very narrow base of support. You got to find the middle. Good. I'm going to relax and step out and wiggle. Relax. Switch the forward foot. So center your weight. Tuck your tail. Zip up your belly. Lengthen your spine. Relax your shoulders down. Yeah, it's harder that way, right? Harder with your right leg back. That makes sense. That makes sense. Take a deep breath. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. Can you square up your shoulders to the front? Hold on to the chair if you need to. There we go. There we go. Good. And just get used to bearing your weight in that position. I'm going to step out and wiggle. Let's try a tree pose. So, again, hang on as much as you want. We're going to stand on one leg. The other foot is going to be down on the floor like a kickstand. So, toe down. You could have it right close in against your other foot. You could have it out a couple of inches. You could have it up resting on your leg as long as you keep your hip engaged. This is how the yogis do it. Oh, but you got to not let that hip drop out. So park it back in or keep the toe on the floor. I'm going to start with my hands in the middle. This is a tree pose. So think about really rooting your feet, getting strong through your trunk, right? And then if the spirit moves you, send up a branch. Feel free to hold on with one branch or both, but we're just bearing weight on one leg and training the balance. Beautiful. I'm going to put those arms down and step down, and that leg is tired, right? Yeah. All right, we're switching legs. Ready? So stand on the other leg, tuck your tail under, grip with the hip, grip with your core. Toe can be down on the floor like a kickstand or resting up against your leg. Get solid through your trunk, root your feet. I think I'm going to do it this way. Let's not have any accidents. And then if the spirit moves you, send up a branch or hold on with a branch. You can put them wherever you want, right? Wherever you want your branches to stick out that makes you feel balanced is all good. Excellent. Relax. Let's do a little pickup practice. I'm I'm going to just grab something. Can you pick something up off the floor without falling over? So if you're at home, you're just going to pretend, right? We do this all the time. We pretend that we're picking up somebody's dirty socks from the floor or that bread tie that got dropped, right? And we're pushing our hips back. We're sitting, 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 using your legs as much as you can and driving the floor away with your legs to come back up. Good. Don't forget bracing your core as you come down. Hold on to your knees if you need to. Hold on to a chair. Yep. It's good work. Good, good work. Good. See how mean I am? All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We should do some stretching because we need our stretching. Let's see. We're going to do this way so that you can stretch and I can stretch. So hang on to the back of your chair. Take a big step back. Back heel to the floor. Oh, that feels good. Nice. I'm switching legs. Ooh, that feels stretchy today too. Good. Okay. Hang on to the back of your chair. Walk backwards. Pull your hips back. Reach your hips back to the wall behind you and your head to the wall in front of you. Soften your knees if you need to, but try not to let your hips tuck under. Right? Reach your sit bones all the way back. And then to come out, put a bend in your knees. Go ahead and tuck your tail under and hang on while you walk back. And let's have a seat. I bet you're ready. Okay, see, I got my visitor badge on. Okay, let's start with the hip stretch. This is part of your PT, so we'll count this for your PT. That was a funny face. All right. Good. Good, good, good. So give it a jiggle. Remember, on this one, you're allowed to lean back if you need to. And then once your thigh loosens up a little bit, you might be able to fold forward and feel it in the hip of the top leg. I tell you what, never a dull moment. Switch legs. Ooh. There we go. That's tight today. Yep. I think he's going to be out for the rest of the day. Good. That's enough of that. Let's go to a hamstring stretch. So stick one leg out straight in front. Be careful. These are slippery chairs. I'm not so sure about this. I'm going to slide right off this chair. Oh, yeah, this is a bad setup. Good, I'm switching legs. You don't feel like you're going to slide right off that thing? Okay, it's not just me. Good. Try to do it with your chin up. There you go. Good. Come back up to upright. Let's do a seated twist. So, tall in your chair. Reach around, arm to the opposite knee, and sit up tall, 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 tall as you twist. Woo. Oh, lots of stuff going on in that one. Then unwind, and let's go the other way. Sit up, twist. Good, good, good. And unwind. Fantastic. Let's do the hallelujah stretch. I know it's everybody's favorite. So, wide stance with your feet. Reach up. Give me a couple of side bends. Oh, yes. Oh, man. All right. That's probably good. I'm going tall in the middle. Swan dive forward. I'm going to try to do it without sliding out of the chair, but man, oh man, these are slippery. Ah, see, there it goes. Ah. Oh, that feels good. All right. Hands on your knees, push to come back up. Fantastic. He's just going to stay there. Okay. Well done, everybody. Thank you for tolerating the weirdness, the timing, the strange surroundings, the interruptions, all the weird stuff. We'll try it again on Friday. I'll be on YouTube, same time, maybe from a different location. We'll see. We'll see, but we'll get it sorted out. Thank you so much for being here again. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.